Hello, welcome to another video from the Animal University channel. Let's go for the video. Liger. Liger, offspring of a male lion and a female tiger. The liger is a zoo-bred hybrid, as is the tigon, which is the result of mating a male tiger with a female lion. The liger and the tigon possess features of both parents, in variable proportions, but are generally larger than either. It is thought that most, if not all, male ligers and tigons are sterile. The females, however, on occasion, may be able to produce young. The terms liger and tigon are portmanteaus of the words lion and tiger. Ligers tend to be larger and heavier than members of their parent species. Biologists suggest that the liger's large size, or growth dysplasia, results from the absence of certain growth-limiting genes. Female lions mate with several male lions throughout their lives, so the genes of a male lion are adapted to maximize the growth of his offspring, since his offspring may be required to compete with those of other males produced by the same lioness. The genes of female lions, however, are adapted to cancel or dampen the effects of the growth-maximizing genes of male lions, so lions remain within a given size range. Tigers, on the other hand, have no such competitive mating strategy, and many biologists argue that tigresses do not possess the growth-limiting adaptations of their lioness counterparts. As a result, the influence of the growth-maximizing adaptations provided by male lions is greater, which allows ligers to become larger than their parents. However, for tigons, growth-limiting genes are found in both male tigers and female lions, so their offspring possess an abundance of these genes, which accounts for their smaller size. The largest ligers often grow to lengths of more than 3.3 meters, 10.8 feet, and weigh more than 400 kilograms, 900 pounds. However, there are reports of some individuals weighing more than 1,000 kilograms, 1 metric ton, about 2,200 pounds. Tigons, in contrast, tend to be the same size or smaller than their parents, because the growth-limiting genes are carried by both parents. Although lions and tigers may mate in the wild, they are separated by geography and behavior, and thus all known ligers stem from accidental mating between lions and tigers as well as from directed breeding efforts that have occurred while in captivity. The first known breeding of a lion and a tigress in captivity likely occurred sometime during the late 1700s. Roughly 100 ligers and fewer than 100 tigons are thought to exist. Many national governments and animal rights organizations view the practice of breeding lions and tigers as unethical, because ligers often acquire birth defects that result in death shortly after birth and are prone to obesity and abnormal growth that places stress on their internal organs. In addition, ligers and tigons have problems interacting with members of their parent species because their behavioral traits often manifest as a mix of the habits of both species rather than either one or the other. See also animal social behavior. Other opponents of liger breeding point out that ligers often take up valuable space in zoos that could be better used as habitat for endangered species. Interesting liger facts. The liger is the largest known cat in the world. Male ligers can reach a length of 10 to 12 feet, which makes them slightly larger than even large male lions or tigers in length. They weigh considerably more than a tiger or lion. A non-obese male liger named Hercules was recognized as being the largest living cat on Earth in 2013, when he weighed a total of 922 pounds. He measured 3.33 m, 131 in, and stood at 1.25 m, 49 in, at the shoulder. It's estimated that there are fewer than 100 ligers in existence. The exact number is unknown, but this approximation is from Osman Masood, who runs the website ligerzoos.com, and tracks reports of genuine ligers from around the world. The USA is thought to hold the largest number of ligers, around 30 are in private hands. This is followed by China with approximate 20. The photo below is a liger in the Siberian Tiger Park, Harbin, China. Ligers often suffer from obesity because they don't get enough exercise in their small habitats and cages. This makes them even larger. A liger named Nook living in the Valley of the Kings Animal Sanctuary in Wisconsin weighed over 1,200 pounds, before dying in 2007. Ligers can experience gigantism while dwarfism is known to occur in tigons. Animal species have a natural hormone that stops them from overgrowing in one of their parents. A slight mutation can stop them having it. But in the case of a liger, it's the female lion which carries the hormone to stop growth. So a male lion genes combined with a female tiger results in a much larger cat in the form of a liger. The liger is not alone as being a large cat hybrid. There are other big cat hybrids that can measure up close to the size of the liger. The litigan, which happens to be a rare hybrid from a male lion and female tiger, can grow to just about the same size as the liger. One such example was a male litigan named Cubanican who weighed a total of 800 pounds. He lived in the Alipur Zoo in India. Ligers appear to have a growth spurt early in the lives. Hormonal issues probably contribute to this. The liger grows fast when very young and then slows down as it approaches their adult size. By the time they reach 6 years of age, all the growing has taken place. The female liger is also large in size, growing up to 700 pounds and a length of 10 feet. Ligers have relatively long lives. A female liger named Shasta, born in 1948 at the Hogle Zoo in Salt Lake City, Utah, lived to the age of 24. Hobbs, a male liger, lived to just about 15 years. He was in the Sierra Safari Zoo in Reno, Nevada, and succumbed to liver failure. Hybrid big cats are known to be fertile. There is a great deal of documentation on this subject. In fact, the fertility of big cat females includes many different hybrids. There is actually a rule that describes it. In hybrid animals, where their sex is determined by sex chromosomes, if one sex is absent, rare, or happens to be sterile, the animal will be born heterogametric, the sex that had two different sex chromosomes. It is called Haldane's rule. There are other hybrids in the animal kingdom that are actually sterile. Ligers are fast. They have been clocked running up to 50 miles per hour. The size of the liger does not inhibit their running speed. They are as fast as a lion and generally considered by experts as faster. If you were being chased by one, the weight of the animal hitting you would knock the wind out of you or render you unconscious. The liger shares more traits with a lion than a tiger. As a liger is the hybrid offspring of a lion and a tiger, it carries many different traits from both parents. However, the liger has far more traits from the lion parent than it does from the tiger parent. Or at least, that is the findings of several researchers who have observed ligers both in the wild and in captivity. Naturally, they live longer in captivity than in the wild. A liger's roar sounds like a lion. As the liger is essentially a cross between a tiger and a lion, the liger roar sounds a lot like the roar of a lion. However, there are circumstances when the liger roar will sound more like the roar of a tiger as well. Ligers having poor immune systems is a myth. While it's often argued that one of the problems of being a hybrid is that the immunity system gets compromised, actually ligers appear to have hybrid vigor. This means quite the opposite. They are often fit, healthy, bigger, and stronger. However, while ligers haven't been studied at great length, there are arguments that they have a greater chance of genetic issues and other defects. I hope you enjoyed this video enough and it was informative. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. Introduce us to your friends. Good luck to you all.